Hi everyone, Us. In this session I'm going to cover 4 topics. 1. How to make a fist. 2. Keeping the wrist straight. 3. Area of the fist used to punch. 4. Increasing muscle memory to do these effortlessly. So let's get to it. Us. Learning how to make a proper fist is a must. You will use your fist if you're involved in martial arts, karate, or boxing. If you're in a situation where you have to defend yourself, chances are you will need to use your fist. This is particularly important in Kyokushin karate because we don't use gloves or protective equipment. The punches are with the bare knuckles. So here is how you make a proper fist. You start with the pinky, and the pinky finger, you place it as close to the base of your hand as possible. Each finger follows the same principle. At the end, all your fingers should form a straight line at the base of your hand. The thumb is placed firmly between the fingers and the knuckles of those fingers. A line perpendicular to the knuckles of the other fingers and close tightly. You secure that tightness with the thumb. That tightness begins with the pinky and ends with the thumb. So neither the pinky nor the thumb should ever be sticking out. You can quickly check if your fist is tight. When tight, you should not be able to pass a toothpick or an index finger or a needle. This is how you make a tight fist. This is how you secure that your fist is tight and that your punch is going to have the impact that you want it to have. Now, when making a fist, you want to have a straight alignment from your wrist to your fist. This way, you stabilize your wrist while protecting your joints from injuries. If your wrist is bent, the force strays and dissipates. You not only lose power, but you risk serious injury. I have a little story that illustrates the importance of this teaching. Long ago, I saw 2 guys about to start a fight on the train. One was a martial artist who started doing elaborate poses before engaging. I guess he thought it would intimidate the other guy. He clearly was not a Kyokushin practitioner. The problem was when he went to throw the punch, his wrist snapped and the bone protruded. It protruded out a bit. He either had a bent wrist or couldn't sustain the impact of the blow. You don't want to be that guy. When your wrist is straight, the force generated from your legs, your hips, your core, travels directly through your shoulders, forearms, and into your fist, maximizing the power of your punch. The force does not deviate, but goes directly to the target. Keeping a straight alignment improves the accuracy of your punch because you have better control of where the force is going. The punch's impact leads precisely where you intended it to. In any art involving punching, such as karate, boxing, kickboxing, keeping a straight wrist and a tight fist are critical fundamentals. So now we move on to the next section. You now understand how to make a proper fist and the importance of keeping the wrist straight. Now I want to talk to you about the area used to punch. Here you have another fundamental principle. You use the first 2 knuckles, the index and the middle finger, to punch. The bones can withstand the most impact and damage. You can also condition the first 2 knuckles to withstand more impact and deliver more force. Many of you have seen the karate practitioners with big callous knuckles. The greater density developed leads to a more potent punch and more significant damage. Anatomically, those knuckles align directly with the forearm bones, radius and alternate, leading to a straight line from the shoulder through the arm to the knuckle. The force generated by the body has a more significant impact. Your punch is delivered with more power. This ties in with what we said about keeping the wrist straight. You can better understand why your wrist must not deviate from that. It has got to stay straight. Using these knuckles gives you greater precision and deeper penetration to your punch. Punching with the first two knuckles also helps avoid common injuries such as boxer's fracture, which often occurs when you use the weaker ring and pinky finger to strike. More power, greater accuracy, minimizing injury, and anatomic benefits are all reasons to keep your wrist straight and strike using the first two knuckles. Start activating muscle memory by holding yourself stationary in a knuckle push-up position. You can keep yourself using both hands. Switch to doing this using one hand. For an upgrade, continue with doing push-ups on your knuckles. When holding yourself stationary or doing push-ups, use the first two knuckles. Keep that in mind. The pinky and ring fingers do not touch the floor and are never engaged in striking. Carry this over to other exercises. Use your first two knuckles when doing your regular plank, even the side plank, mountain climbers, burpees, or other activities that allow this. Now you know how to make a fist, keep the wrist straight, the area used to punch, and ways to increase your muscle memory to do this effortlessly. Thanks for watching. I'll see everyone on the next one. Os.